What's up, you guys? Alright, hope your week's been going good this week. My week has been alright. Well, at least the past 2 weeks have been alright. Been quite busy around here. We do have quite a bit to catch up on. As you guys can see, I got my 4x2 open, and we got some plants in there. So I've been behind the scenes working, doing some things, and yeah, well, we got some plants in there, and I figured I'd talk about them today along with everything else. So yeah, we got a lot to cover, a lot to talk about, a lot to catch up on. So let's go ahead and get started here inside the Mars Hydro 4x2 tent. So in here we got some photo periods in here, and we got a mix of everything. So as we kind of go through the tents, you guys, today there's a mix everywhere. Okay, like I said, I've been busy. I'm waiting for Autoflowers to start coming down before I can start moving plants in their proper places. Got my outdoor grow going, got my next 3x3 run going. Yeah, my next flowering run for the 3x3. 4x2 tent's about to be flipped into flower here in a minute. Like I said, we got some photo periods in here. It's officially week 7 for these photo periods here. There's one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. That one right there is a Girl Scout cookies. That one right there is Velvet Vineyards. That one in the back corner back there, Velvet Vineyards. The Girl Scout cookies is going outside, okay? That's the plant I'm going to put outside. I was really hesitant about putting her outside. I'm like, you know, I just don't even know. This is week 7 for her. She's really kind of slow growing. She just really isn't responding to much. I'm aggressively training her. I already topped her once, and I'm just not getting much of a response as I am as the rest of the plants. The rest of the plants are big and bushy in here and just doing their thing. This plant here was going to be another control plant too. This is a test run pretty much. For anybody wants to, if anybody wants to know what I'm talking about when I say control plant. This is a test run. This is a major test run on 2 parts, okay? One part is to see if my plants will run. These are my strains in here, strains that I'm working on. And then the control plants are to see if everything goes well. I need plants that will actually perform and flower as normal. And then, so I can test to see if, well, on 2 accounts, if I'm out of my issue that I've been having for a little while with photo periods and herms. If that issue is completely gone and done and over with, then I need to test these plants here to see if, well, if they're any good. On the last run that I ran of my plants, they all hermed out, but at that time I was not having, I was having difficulties. There was a problem. I since fixed the problem. I believe I figured out what it was after many failed runs. I believe I figured out what is going on. So this is a test run on 2 accounts. Yeah, to see if my plants are going to herm, and then also to see if I'm out of just my trouble spot that I was in. Okay, so that's pretty much what's going on in here. Now the Girl Scout cookies will be pulled out of here. The plant's going outside. These plants will be flowered here within the next week. So I believe like next Tuesday, I'll be flipping this tent into flower. I kind of want to do it sooner, but at the same time, I'm pushing it. I don't have any room to put these plants elsewhere. There's another plant over here that needs to go somewhere else too. So I think I'm kind of pushing it just a little bit. So I really need to wait that week. Hopefully some of the autos will come down, and then I can move these 2 plants out of here. We can move them somewhere else. That one there is going outside for sure, so it needs to join the outdoor grow. The other plants are in another tent, so they all need to be together, so I can just keep track of them, keep them growing together, transplanted together, this, that, the other. This plant here is in a 3-gallon pot. Just moved her into the 3-gallon pot. Other plants for the outdoor grow are in 1-gallon pots. I just moved them into 1-gallon pots, so she's a bit ahead of the game. She is much older. My outdoor grow is only 4 weeks old, and this plant here is 7 weeks old, so she's a bit older. You know, like I said, she was going to be a control plant. At the same time, I wanted her to go outside, or test plant. I wanted her to go outside too at the same time. I was kind of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Well, I finally made up my mind. She's going to go outside for sure. That was my best plant last year. I had Girl Scout cookies last year along with some other strains, and that was the best plant. Least amount of powdery mildew, least amount of issues. Plant just grew fantastic. Greatest flowers. It was awesome. It was a fantastic winter. That's all I can say. Fantastic winter. So hoping for the best with this plant. I'm hoping once I stick her outside, she really starts to take off, you know, and maybe that's where she wants to be. So I'm going to go ahead and put her out there. I want the 4 plants out there this year, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that, stick her outside. Anyways, this other one down here is going to be part of our next 3x3 run for our flowering run. That's a photo period down there. That is Blueberry Cupcakes. That plant is about 4 weeks old or so. 3 weeks old, 4 weeks old, and just got her transplanted into a 1-gallon pot. All these plants are being fed Dr. Earth dry amendments and being watered in at a pH of 6.8 to 6.9. Getting a little ahead of myself. That's the Gaia Green. When it comes to Dr. Earth, locking my pH in 6.8, 6.9 every single time. And I do water with tap water, just an FYI. Tap water is the water that I use, dechlorinated tap water, and then yes, I pH it every single time. So anyways, yeah, everybody's ready to be flowered. I got everybody in 3-gallon pots down here. And these ones here, these 3 are my strain, so we need to test them. 2 of the one strain, 1 of the other strain. I pulled a bunch of males already. I had a bunch more, pulled a bunch of males, got rid of them, tossed them. These are the only ones that aren't showing me anything. So they're not showing me yet. And usually, typically with regular seeds, the females will show later. Males usually show first. And these ones are looking pretty solid to be females. I'm keeping an eye on them, especially that one back there, which is going to suck because if that one is a male and it comes out, it means I'm only testing 1 strain of mine. And I really want to test them both at the same time. But it's just, you know, I didn't run enough and they were all males. So what was I going to do? So yeah, these 2 here may be for sure females, and that one there, like I said, keeping an eye on, but probably going to be, you know, flip the flower and then just see who's who and what's what, you know, because I mean they're literally not showing me at all. So maybe another couple weeks and they would be, but I really want to flip the flower and get this run going. Everybody is situated in their 3-gallon pots and growing all happy and nice right now, so it's a good time to flip. But at the same time, I am out of room and I have nowhere to put these other plants, man. You guys are going to see that here in a second. Anyways, so in this tent here, I'm using the Mars Hydro SP3000, old school SP3000 for my flowering and veg, all that good stuff. Yeah, awesome little light right there. It's like a 2021 version, if anybody is curious. All right, let's move on over to our 3x3 tent. Yeah, plenty to talk about in here. And here's our outdoor grow. Let's go ahead and start with that. Here is our outdoor grow. And yeah, week 4 for our outdoor grow. Blueberry cupcakes right here. Just an absolute solid beast, man. Just going to town. You know, when I see plants like this, I think to myself, why did I decide to go with just 15-gallon pots? Well, I should probably go with a 30-gallon pot. I might actually push it. I might push it. Just like the Girl Scout cookies over there, you know, if the plant really takes off, she may end up in a 30-gallon pot. So I may actually do a couple 30-gallon pots this year. The only problem with that is that I'd have to go out and buy more soil. I don't have enough. And there's another problem with that. The local hydroponic store where I get the soil from just closed. Yeah, that means I'm gonna have to drive another so many miles out of nowhere into the middle of nowhere just to get more soil. That really sucks for me. I mean, I'm already driving like 30 miles in one direction just to get it. Now they closed. I have to go further out. So I'm probably gonna be driving like 40 miles in one direction, 45 miles in one direction to the nearest hydroponic store. There just isn't any hydroponic stores open anymore. At least not around me anymore. They all closed. And then the ones that are open, they don't carry Tupper anymore. They used to carry it, don't carry it no more. And anyways, I'm gonna have to change my soil here eventually, I do believe. So yeah, big soil change is probably coming for me. Yeah, if you guys have any soil recommendations of non-amended soil, you know, maybe drop it down below and I'll take that into consideration, because I will be shopping around for some new soil here pretty soon, because I can't continue to make those big drives like that for soil. It's just not worth it to me. Not worth it at all, you know, when I can just be using something else. Anyways, outdoor grow. Yeah, so blueberry cupcakes, beast mode, looking good. And we got chicken and waffles. Damn, I couldn't think of your name. Chicken and waffles. Look at your fat, chunky leaves, man. You are just, wow, straight gorgeous. Yeah, I kind of like you. Can't wait to see what you turn out to be. Yes, you are going outside. And then, of course, we have jelly donuts right here, and this is the normal jelly donuts. We got another jelly donuts that kind of mutated out just a little bit, but that one there, you really can't even tell that anything's even wrong with it. It looks like a completely normal plant there. It looks absolutely wonderful. We're going to check that plant out in a second. That'll be part of our next 3x3 run flower, along with the other plants. And these ones here, like I said, outdoor grow. Yeah, jelly donuts looking good. Haven't topped the plants yet, and I'm not going to top them for a little while. I'm going to wait. I'm going to let them get pretty tall before I top them for the first time. So what I want to do is let them grow tall, chase them nodes just a little bit. I'm going to chop off some of the bottom nodes and chase them and bring the plant up. So what I want is a nice long stalk, nice long, it's that way she's way away from the soil, gets good airflow, all that good stuff. So like I said, heavy training this year. Heavy training, trellis and netting, all that stuff with these plants this year. Doing the 4. Some of them may end up in 30-gallon pots, rest of them 20 or 15-gallon pots. We will have to see. But yeah, it's going to be a great year this year. We are getting to the point where it's about time to start moving these plants outside and getting them hardened off. I got to start backing off the light schedule, all that stuff. It's about that time. So about mid-May is when I really need to start getting into it here. And about a good 3 weeks of hardening these plants off, backing off that light schedule. So I want to bring it down to about 15.5 hours. So off the 18 hours, back off the light schedule slowly. Then I also want to start taking them outside, introduce them to the sun a little bit, start them off in the shade, get them into the sun, a little here, a little there, yeah, get them ready. It's going to be a great year. I'm excited about it this year. All right, let's talk about the Autoflowers that are in here. They are looking absolutely wonderful. Day 63, these plants are all in 5-gallon pots being fed Gaia Green Dry Amendments, except for Master Bruce. Master Bruce down here, day 57. Just a chunking thing. Look at this. I mean, you're just, wow, just crazy, just a chunking thing. I kind of want to pull some of these bigger leaves off, I really do. But at the same time, I don't want her to like herm out or nothing, but honestly, I think she's just about done. She's starting to kind of fade, so I don't think she has too much more time to go. I think she's about there. I have to start checking them trichomes and see what's going on, but man, wow. Pretty cool. Really cool. Completely different from the other Master Bruce that we have in the 4x4 tent. You guys will see that one here in just a second, but man, what a great little plant. Strawberry Safari back here, almost done as well. Day 63 for her. Yeah, looking not too bad at all. Training could have been just a little bit better. She could have responded just a little bit better, but hey, turned out not too bad. You got some big old fat chunky bud right there. Looking pretty good. Nice frosty. Not too bad at all. Starting to fade as well, so not too much more time to go on her. And then we got Strawberry Milk and Cookies over here. Yeah, this plant here, wow. Turned out just like the one I just did. Absolutely wonderful. There's only one big difference. One big difference. The last one that I just did, it turned out great. Okay, so I did 2 on my last run. One was really small. One turned out pretty much spitting image of that one there. The one that looked like that one there grew perfect. Jarred it, dried it, jarred it, smoked it. Good stuff. Great stuff. The little one grew some balls. And then somebody in the comments told me that it was pretty typical for the Strawberry Milk and Cookies to grow some balls every now and then at the end. This one here grew some balls too. So why didn't I pull the plant? I should have pulled the plant. Normally I would pull the plant. Well, that plant is fire, and it's only at the bottom. The balls were only at the bottom, so I just pulled them off and checked over the plant really well. Didn't see anything else, so we're good to go. Just gonna let her go ahead and finish her run out. It's a day 63 right now. I'm expecting her to only go until about maybe day 72, 73, 74, 75 at the most, honestly. The last plant that I did that finished up, that looked just like her, finished at day 74. This plant here is fading fast, doing her thing, so yeah, I don't think she's got too much more time to go. But then again, we'll have to see what happens when we get there. But man, she does look like she's just about done. Smells absolutely wonderful. I mean, just crazy good. But yes, if anybody is growing Strawberry Milk and Cookies, just be aware that there's been a couple plants, yes, that I have seen that grow balls right at the end. So like I said, I just plucked them off, looked over the plant, everything looks good. All the rest of the plants look good. Everybody looking great. Yeah, Gaia Green Dry Amendments, not too bad, man. Plants are looking absolutely wonderful. And let's check out the lighting. Let's move on. So in this Mars Hydro 3x3 tent, we got the Mars Hydro FC 4800 Evo. This light here, 480 watts from the wall, fully dimmable daisy chainable. This light here is a full spectrum grow light, perfect for this 3x3 foot grow tent, even a 4x4 foot grow tent. This light here also has the Samsung LM301H diodes in it, the Evo diodes. Yeah, this light here is awesome. You got the ad lights added to it too. You can see them there, you can see them there, and check them out on here. Yeah, ad lights, the UV, infrared, deep red, and blue bars. Oh man, you should see these things on. Crazy in here, just purpley. Got that blurple feel, man. Got that blurple feel. Plants are looking good. Loving it. Yeah, turning out great in here. Can't wait to get it going on the next run. All right, let's check out what's going on in the 4x4 tent, because man, there are flowers everywhere. YouTube is definitely not going to like this video. Well, whatever. Anyways, yeah, flowers everywhere. Look at this, looking good in here. Yeah, and you know, I kind of want to talk to you guys real quick before we get started here. This one plant back here in the back corner. So for a couple weeks I called it Strawberry Milk and Cookies. That is not Strawberry Milk and Cookies. That is strawberry, or purple strawberry popsicle, sorry. Purple strawberry popsicle. None of you guys told me that. I thought you guys had my back. Nobody told me that I messed up for a couple weeks there. You guys should have known what it was, right? You guys should have known that it was purple strawberry popsicle and not Strawberry Milk and Cookies. That's where my other Strawberry Milk and Cookies sat. So in the back corner, and I don't know why I reverted back to telling you guys about it. You know, like calling it that. I don't know why I did that, but I did that for like 2 weeks in a row. I caught it on my videos. I was watching my videos, and you know, long story short, I'm like, wow, I did that. Anyways, yeah, so looking good. Strawberry. No, I almost did it again. Jeez, man. Purple strawberry popsicle. There we go. There's too many strawberries in here. I think that's the problem. Too many strawberries in here. So we got strawberry safari right here. Master Bruce back here. Day 57 for Master Bruce. Day 61 for the rest of the plants. This is 91 grapes right here. And Queen's Banner right here. Man, I don't know where to aim anymore. It's just like, man, wow. Plants are just looking absolutely wonderful. And the smell in here right now is just like next level. Oh my, it is crazy in here. All these plants are being fed Dr. Earth Dry Amendments, being watered in on pH 6.8, 6.9. The Guy Green pots are being watered in, dechlorinated tap water, 6.4 to 6.8. I don't know if I mentioned that. I mentioned that now. But yes, these are Dr. Earth pots that are feeding all these plants Dr. Earth Dry Amendments. No more food for nobody. Everybody's done. No more food. No more top dressing. I'm just watering and waiting right now. This is the best part. And watching these flowers fatten up, and the smell just gets even, just wow, it intensifies every day you come in here and unzip the tent. Crazy good. It's just turning out to be a great run in here. Not a single problem, not a single issue going on with any of the plants. Been keeping an eye on everybody. Everybody looks good in here. It's just, man, what a great run this is. What an absolutely great run this is. Master Bruce, Day 57. Let's check her out. So, completely different from the other Master Bruce, no? Yeah, just a little different. This one here grew normal, trained, all that good stuff. The other one there, man, and that 3x3 tent just would not do anything. Just wanted just to be a little flower is all I wanted to be. But man, this one here turned out great. Super frosty, looking good, starting to fade out, starting to do her thing. Not too much more time to go. I expect most of these plants here, every one of the plants, even including in the 3x3 tent, all the plants to come down in the 70s. So sometime between day 70 and day 80, everybody should be done, except for Purple Strawberry Popsicle back here. Yeah, she's kind of flowering on the slow side. She vegged longer, so I think this plant here may go a little while longer, just a minute longer. She'll probably push up into the 80s, but at the same time, cruising along, the flowers are starting to fatten up. She's starting to put on a little bit of a fade too herself, so yes. Not too much more time to go. Not too much more time. Looking good, man. Everything is just looking fantastic. Now, Strawberry Safari here in a 3-gallon pot. That's the only plant in the 3-gallon pot. All the rest are in 5-gallon pots. And like I said, Dr. Earth Dry Amendments, yeah, looking good. And this Strawberry Safari looking great compared to the other one. Looking absolutely wonderful. Especially being in a 3-gallon pot. Just eats that thing up. Big time eats it up. But yeah, plants are looking awesome in here. So, a couple more weeks to go here. And then we should be moving on to our next run. All right, let's check out what's going on down here. So yeah, we got a couple more plants down here, week 4. So this is that other jelly donuts that I told you about that kind of mutated, kind of went weird. Well, she's growing normal now. It looks great. It looks absolutely wonderful. So that's going to be part of our next 3x3 run that we're going to flower. I do need to get in here and top these plants. The other one that's in the 4x2 tent that's over there, I do need to top that one, and then these two right here. Get them topped, get them going, get them to start bushing out. They are due, so I'll probably end up doing that tonight. But yeah, the jelly donuts is looking great. And we got chicken and waffles over here, another chicken and waffles. This plant here looking awesome too, but completely different from the other chicken and waffles. No, I mean, the other one just got some fat, chubby, thick leaves, and this one here, all just pointy, sharp, thin leaves, just normal, if you will, you know. The other one over there, I don't know. She's looking pretty hot. I like that over there. I can't wait to see what she looks like outside. And it's going to be great. It's going to be absolutely wonderful. All right, let's check out the other two plants over here. Oh, let's check out this one out right here. This is that OG Kush. Unfortunately, it's time to go. I have to pull this plant. She's dying. Yeah, unfortunately. She's not going to push out a branch or nothing. You know, I was hoping for the best, you know. I kept watering and everything, and she's now starting to wither up. And, you know, there's really nothing I can do. Really nothing I can do for her. She's not going to push a branch out. She's not going to grow. She's not going to do anything. It's really unfortunate. You know, I was really hoping for that OG Kush. This was supposed to go outside, but it's not going to go outside. It's okay. That's all right. We're going to get rid of it. We're going to stop talking about it. And anyways, the other two plants over here. Yes, 2 plants over here. These are for my neighbor. So I'm doing the neighborly thing this year and helping my neighbor out. And he wants 2 plants, so I'm going to give him 2 plants. And they are right here, and they are going. So it's about almost week 3 for them. They need to be transplanted. Probably end up doing that tonight as well. Transplant these plants here for them. And we're going to baby them for a little while. Then I'm going to give them up to them here in a little while once I think that they're ready. And of course, once they're ready to go outside. And what strains do I got? I got an OG Kush, and I got a White Widow for them. And some of the strains that I've grown a couple years ago outside did great for me. OG Kush is not the same OG Kush as the one I was trying to germinate here. And I've been trying to germinate in all my grows and stuff like that. These are OG Kush from Seedsman. And the White Widow is also from Seedsman. So the OG Kush that I've been trying to grow was Humboldt Seed Company. So completely different breeder. These two plants over here looking fantastic, looking good. So yes, we're going to do the exact same thing I'm doing to my other plants. Let them grow up nice and tall before I top them for the first time. Chase those nodes up, get a nice long stalk going on that plant. Get them away from the soil, and then let them start bushing out, branching out. My neighbor's going to be responsible for training his own plant. I'm just going to get him started, hook him up with the nutrients, with the Dr. Earth, all that good stuff, and get him going again for this year. He had a great year last year, and I'm really excited to help him again this year. He's really excited for this year. It's really cool, really cool. But anyways, I think that's it. I think that's it for this week, you guys. Like I said, lots to talk about, lots to cover. Plants are looking good. Everybody should still be here next week. Finishing up here though, real fast. Smelling here is awesome right now. I really wish you guys could smell it. But all right, guys, that's going to do it for me for this week. And thank you guys for watching as always. And I'll talk to you guys next week. All right, guys, have a good one.